When I was 4, I lived with my mother and sisters in a small town on the island of Luzon. Father's farm had been destroyed in 2019 by one of our sudden Philippine floods. So for several years afterward, we all lived in the town though he preferred living in the country.
Let's start a new life here.
This is way better than what we had before. Inshallah.
We had a next-door neighbor, a very rich man, whose daughters seldom came out of the house. While we girls played and sat in the sun, his children stayed inside and kept the window closed. His house was so tall that his children could look in the windows of our house and watch us as we played, or slept, or ate when there was any food in the house.
Wait. I have a joke.
What?
What do you call a man with nobody and no nose?
What?
Nobody knows. Do you want more?
Yes.
What do you call a fake noodles?
What?
Impasta.
I wonder why they are always looking at us when we are eating scrap food altogether.
We can say that they are jealous because they are all served with delicious food.
The rich man's servants were always frying and cooking something good, and the aroma of the food was wafted down to us from the windows of the big house. We hung about and took all the wonderful smell of the foods into our
It
beings.
smells delicious. I smell hot dogs.
Some days the rich man appeared at a window and glowered down at us. He looked as one by one as though he were condemning us. We were all healthy because we went out in the sun every day and bathed in the cool water of the river that flowed from the mountains into the sea. We were always in the best of spirits and our laughter was contagious.
Do you want a joke?
Yes.
What does a house wear?
What?
A dress.
Other neighbors who passed by our house often stopped in our yard and joined us in our laughter.
What are you laughing about?
Do you know educated people are hot?
Why?
Because they got more degrees.
Laughter was our only wealth. Father was a laughing man. He would go into the living room and stand in the front of the mirror, making funny faces at himself, and then he would rush into the kitchen, roaring with laughter. The rich man's daughters became thin and anemic.
Did you take your medicine? Where's Dad? Your dad, dear, is busy at work.
The rich father started coughing at night. He coughed day and night. His wife began coughing too. One day, the rich man appeared at a window and stood there a long time. He looked at us, who had grown fat and laughing loudly. From that day on, the windows of our neighbor's house were closed.
Is this the house of Mr. Patrick Abelia? Oh yes, I'm his wife. Ma'am.
Good day, ma'am.
Mr. Abelia, a complaint against you and your family was filed on this day. You have the right to consult an attorney before speaking to the police and to have an attorney present during questioning now and in the future.
What is this all about?
Mr. Accountant, given that for 4 years you have been speaking of the spirit of his wealth and food.
When the day came for us to appear in the court, Father brushed his old army uniform and borrowed a pair of shoes from one of his friends. The rich man arrived. He had grown old and feeble. His face was scarred with deep lines. With him was his lawyer.
Do you have a lawyer?
I don't need a lawyer, Judge.
Proceed.
Do you or do you not agree that while the complainant's servant cooked and fried delicious food, you and your family hung outside your windows and inhaled the heavenly spirit of the food? I agree. How do you account for that? I would like to see the children of the complainant.
Bring the children of the complainant.
The spectators were all shocked to see the children so thin and pale.
I would like to cross-examine the complainant.
Proceed.
Do you claim that we are stealing the spirit of your wealth and became a laughing family while yours become morose and sad?
Yes.
Then we are going to pay you right now. May I walk to the room and stay there for a minute, Judge?
As you wish.
The sweet tinkle of coins carried beautifully into the room.
Did you hear that?
No.
The spirit of money when I shook this hand.
Yes.
Then you are paid.
Case dismissed.
My father stalked around the courtroom. The judge even comes down from his high chair to shake hands with him.
Congrats, Mr. Abelia and your family.
Do you want to hear my family laugh, Judge?
Why not?
This is way better than what we had before.
Indeed.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Mga ibon na lumilipad ay mahal ng Diyos, hindi kumukupat. Ang mga ibon na lumilipad ay mahal ng
Go. Sinawan.
Mina, nalilinop ako isip.
1, 2, 3, go.
Action.
ako'y kayakin. Totoo sa aking paningin. QC Part 2. QC Part 2.